Forbes is reporting that Binance is moving its reserves or was moving its reserves that was meant to collateralize its dollar peg stablecoin BUSD through TRON, Amber Group, Alameda Research, and other crypto firms for undisclosed uses. And Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao shooting back yesterday that TRON and its users are simply withdrawing funds on their own. But we want to get to the bottom of this. So we have on the show Justin Sun, founder of TRON, who will be global advisor and ambassador of Grenada to the WTO with us. Justin, thank you so much for joining us. We'd love for you to clear the air here. Forbes is reporting one thing, Binance is saying another. What do you say? Is TRON receiving and deploying BUSD reserves for investment purposes or just withdrawing its own funds?
So I think it's only withdraw our own funds. So we know like recently BUSD has stopped minting. So that's why I think most of the funds is just like withdraw from the ecosystem. Myself also withdraw some of the funds, but I will continue to invest like other blockchain projects.
So, Justin, I want to ask about this whole, back in September, Binance announced that they were going to automatically convert things like USDC into BUSD, or at least a pegged version of BUSD. And my understanding is that if there was a stablecoin, let's say on the TRON network, that they would issue BUSD on TRON, correct? Was this done automatically? How did it work on the back end? Was it done manually, or did it automatically happen? Did somebody have to do it every day, for instance, or exactly what went on, and how did you guys experience that?
Yes, I think from basically, I think Binance just released like BUSD on TRON like a week before basically BUSD stopped like minting BUSD anymore. So before that, I think is Binance will deposit a fund on Ethereum, BUSD on Ethereum in a fixed addresses, and mirror on these Ethereum addresses, there will be 100 million, 1-to-1 Binance peg TRON BUSD, right? And also we have BUSD on Ethereum. So basically, I think that's like the step and how we mint it.
Was it done? Was it automated, or was there any human intervention in that process?
I think the minting itself is more like a manual mint. So basically we will mint 100, basically I think more like pixels at that time. Basically Binance will put $100 million BUSD on Ethereum into addresses as collateral as addresses for those 100 million Binance peg BUSD on TRON.
Justin, I'm just curious, what do you make of that Forbes article? Do you think it's just fear, uncertainty, and doubt? Or do you think there is something going on at Binance that raises real concerns?
I think for Forbes article, probably the report misunderstood like the funds withdraw from different institutions with the addresses Binance published before. So basically, I think for Binance addresses, we have two types of the addresses. One address is Binance customer funds, right, which is completely for everybody to withdraw. And the other addresses basically is for Binance peg US dollar addresses. So the label tag on those addresses might not be accurate. Because Etherscan don't really have like accurate label. So that's why I think journalists sometimes may basically misunderstood how Binance use those addresses. But as a customer, when I use those funds, so I basically withdraw and deposit my funds those parts has nothing to do with the peg, Binance US dollars, either BUSD or USDT, USDC at all.
Was Binance lending any of the collateral that it received from customers, such as USDC? Was it lending it to that list of customers? Any of those customers, such as Cumberland, et cetera? Do we know, or do you know if they were actually lending that collateral while they held it?
I don't know that, and we currently don't have lending and borrowing business with Binance.
But do you know if they do that with any of their other customers, such as Cumberland?
I don't know for this one.
Justin, what's up? Let's move to Hong Kong. So a lot happening in Hong Kong right now. Huobi has applied for a license. Let's just talk about this license for a moment, because there's been a lot of celebration of Hong Kong as a new crypto hub. But my understanding is that it is not going to be easy to get these licenses, right? It's actually going to be quite difficult. I know you are very confident that Huobi will get a license, but can you tell us a little bit about what is required to get this license and how hard you think it's going to be?
Yes. First of all, I think for the license in Huobi have two different layers. So we have number 1, number 9 license, which is the first step if you want to get VASP license in Hong Kong. And we have number 7. So basically, I think for Huobi license application, we will first apply for number 1 and the number 9 first. And then after we get number 1 and number 9, we will move to number 7. So I think for the first step, number 1 and number 9, I definitely have confidence we can get them. And then after we get the first step, we will move on number 7, which might be a little bit harder because right now only 2 institutions in Hong Kong get number 7 license. But I think eventually, since Huobi is one of the leading blockchain exchange in the region, so I definitely confident Huobi will secure the license.
So I think another big question for people here is what this means for mainland China. And I'm wondering if you could break this down. Now, obviously, if this is happening in Hong Kong, one would assume that Beijing, knows about it and is at least okay with it, right? But the question is what does this mean for crypto in mainland China and crypto traders in mainland China? Can you just break down what these moves in Hong Kong might mean for the mainland Chinese crypto market?
Yes, definitely. First of all, I think Beijing sees Hong Kong as one of the experiment zone for cryptocurrency. In the past 5 years, we might learn from Chinese government is not friendly about crypto at all. But actually, I think these past 2 years, actually the management team in Hong Kong and also even the executives in Beijing probably changed their attitude. So that's why they want to see Hong Kong do it first, and then to see the result. If it has positive feedback, they might change the policy in mainland China as well. So that's why I think right now Hong Kong government is taking a very transparent and flexible way to discuss crypto regulation with market participants. Huobi is also one of the advisor, and we also talked to FSC recently about crypto stablecoin policy, and we learned a lot from government and how they want to regulate stablecoin. Definitely, I believe in the next 3 months, basically before June 1st, we will have more regulation and news comes out. And actually, I'm quite optimistic about the cryptocurrency development in either Hong Kong and China. And I believe Asia capital will be the driving force for the next bull run for crypto market.
Yeah, Justin, I've been saying pretty much the same thing. So I agree with you on that. I just want to, so you talked a little bit about China policy. I just want to talk a little bit about what this means for Chinese crypto traders right now, mainland Chinese crypto traders. So there's definitely some speculation about how these moves in Hong Kong will affect mainland traders. For example, they could open Hong Kong bank accounts, or maybe we'll see more developers moving to Hong Kong or closer to Hong Kong, or maybe we'll see more Chinese projects moving from Singapore to Hong Kong. I'm just wondering if you could talk a little bit about how it's going to affect sort of like people right now, not on the policy level, just on the like immediate level.
Yes, for sure. I think for most of the Chinese people, mainland Chinese people, it's definitely a very good news, because in the last 3 years, because we have this kind of the COVID lockdown restriction, so anyone in mainland China cannot go to Hong Kong. But these days, since we have opened up the border, so I'm currently actually in Hong Kong. We've seen numerous people come to Hong Kong every day from China. So actually, today, Hong Kong has become like one of the most important Web3 hub for the whole Asia. And most of the people in mainland China today come to Hong Kong for Web3 summit, for Web3 development, and for Web3 discussion. Actually, yesterday I been to like a cafeteria, also rebrand them as a Web3 cafe. So that's why I think the enthusiasm and everything in Hong Kong is very bullish. And one of the most important driving force is from mainland China. I see different people and all my friends from mainland China come to Hong Kong every day. And I think this probably going to become like one of most important pattern in the next year.
Yeah, certainly a different energy than what we're seeing in the United States with regulators cracking down on the crypto industry. I just want to also move to another topic. So earlier this week, staking platform Lido Protocol registered its largest daily stake inflow with over 150,000 staked ETH, and a blockchain analytics company, Arkham Intelligence, was claiming that the transactions were mostly from you. First of all, is that true?
So I did stake some of the ETH I have into Lido platform. One of the reasons is because I'm confident for the Shanghai upgrade, which is going to be coming soon. I believe Shanghai upgrade going to be finished in Q2, so which is a very important milestone for Ethereum, which TRON will also launch liquidity staking at the end of Q1 as well. So basically the same time with Ethereum. So that's why I have been paying a lot of attention about liquid staking on Ethereum these days. We basically TRON and Ethereum, I think at the same time we will launch liquid staking together.
Okay. Are you concerned at all with U.S. regulators cracking down on staking services after the Kraken settlement?
Yes, I believe this is also a good news for decentralized staking, right? Such as a Lido platform, because right now the main platform for staking is Coinbase staking and Kraken before, right? So, but Kraken already settled with SEC to wind down the staking services, which I believe in the future, probably for liquid staking, decentralized liquid staking gonna be the only way. So that's why for myself, I also choose decentralized liquid staking services.